It is Friday, October 10th, and it is time for Live Fire Friday with me, Rob Carter from Shooters of Columbus. No easy way to be free. Don't forget, deer rifle season is about to kick off in the Chattahoochee Valley, and if you need to get your accessories or if you need to get a new rifle or whatever for the hunt, make sure to swing by Shooters of Columbus. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Now let's go check in with Anthony to see what we're going to be talking about this week on Live Fire Friday. Why do I have my sunglasses on inside? I look like a douche for doing that. All right, we are back in the H&K counter at Shooters of Columbus. What's up, Anthony? How you doing today?
I'm upright.
All right, so Daniel Defense was a big success last week.
Yes.
Got to thank everybody for coming out to that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so thanks to everybody that came out for Daniel Defense.
And congrats to our lucky winner who got to go home with a free rifle.
Oh God, that's right. Congratulations to them. Do you know their name on the top of your head? Probably.
I don't.
All right, congratulations to John Doe for coming out and shooting and winning a rifle. Okay, so let's talk about, obviously we got a bunch of pistols that we're showing off today, and something really cool. So start here, work our way down?
Yeah, we're talking about some fancy pistols today and really focus on some competition grade stuff.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
So first we're gonna start over here. So these are new from Shadow Systems. You guys may or may not be familiar with Shadow Systems. We've carried them for a little bit now. They are kind of an aftermarket Glock clone, I'd say. They use some parts compatibility with Glocks. These are kind of their new models that they just released, this particular setup with the gray frame and then the gold barrel here. Yeah, the gold spiral barrel.
I feel like that's like their signature.
Yeah, for sure. The gold or bronze barrels. So this whole setup is kind of new for them. This is the Elite Slide. This is the MR 920. The MR being the Glock 19 size. So this is compatible quite a few parts to the Glock 19, including the magazine. It does come with two Magpul P mags that fit the Glock platform. It has this mag well. It is optic ready. It has the very stylized Elite Slide, so you have your window ports there. You've got just some stylized slide cuts on here. We have front and rear slide serrations. It does come with a glow-in-the-dark front tritium sight on here as well. These all come with a nice little range bag and accessories as well, back straps and all that. But we have this one here, which is the MR, and then we've got this little guy here, which is the CRX. So the CR is their subcompact kind of Glock 43X size. This one has X on the end of it because it is like the 43X. So, you have the short Glock 43 length with the longer frame size. Same features as the bigger cousin over here. Big difference with the CR series from Shadow Systems versus their larger guns. They do not use Glock magazines. They actually use a proprietary magazine. The reason being, they wanted to have a full capacity magazine comparable to the SIG 320, the Hellcat, all of those on the market. Glock and their guns this size use a single stack magazine. Glock is really set in their ways. They refuse to make an all metal mag. They have to make their polymer mag, and once the polymer takes up space, you don't have room for that double stack. So Shadow Systems opted to go with their own magazine profile here. It is a full metal magazine, which allows them to have 15 round mags in the same size as a Glock 43X, which I really like that. But yeah, these are brand new for us, these particular setups.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, next we'll go ahead and go on to SIG.
I love SIG. I'm sorry, I just really like SIG.
This is very new for SIG. Actually, I don't even think we've had a chance to have one of these on the video before. We've only had one or two, and then they keep selling before I can get a video. SIG has joined along everyone else with the new hot trend, which is making a 2011 platform. Those of you unfamiliar, 2011 is a double stack 1911. This is kind of their attack at it. I like a lot of the features they have on here. It's got more squared features on it because SIG's 1911s are a bit more squared than standard 1911s. The grip module that is on this is very comfortable. They kind of do like these dragon scale sort of stippling on the side, which is a nice grip on it without being overly aggressive. It is optic ready, of course, and it does come with this muzzle brake compensator mounted on the end of the barrel already. And I like the way they do this because the slide with the compensator is the same length as your frame and dust cover, so it's all one uniform size. So it all lines up together, which is very nice. It's a very smooth slide. Points very well. We have that fiber optic front sight on there. We have a nice big oversized mag well. And of course what they do here, since it is SIG and they like to have some compatibility and try to keep you with their market. This takes SIG P320 mags, similar to the OA Defenses that we've covered in the past. SIG has also dropped their own 2011 that uses P320 mags. This one has their kind of a special base plate on it so that it pairs well with their mag well, but you can use standard 320 mags in here. If you take the mag well out, you can use base regular ones like in the M17. Yeah, we just got these in, and by just in, I mean we finally have one that is staying in the counter long enough for me to talk about it.
All right.
I know Rob's giddy, so we're going to go ahead and jump to this.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty fun.
So speaking of things that will take P320 mags, this right here. So this is the Flux. This is the Raider from Flux, rather. So Flux has been making this frame system for the P320 for a while. SIG finally partnered with them and is offering it from factory. So the one they offer from factory here is actually part of the Legion series. So you get to be a Legion member if you join it. The regular Flux is all black. This one being a Legion is kind of that gray slate color that they use for the Legions. And it also has the nice little Legion logo engraved on the side there. So those of you who are curious, so the P320 being a fire control unit is the part that's serialized, so you can swap frames and slides and have the same serial number. What Flux did was they took the fire control unit from P320 and they dropped it in this little chassis system here. And then the slide from the P320 locks right in to the chassis system. And then you now have a little compact PDW as opposed to just a handgun. They also use the Legion 320 slide. So you'll see you have actually like the braked slide on here. It does have the nice night sights. It is optic ready. There's a little cutout actually in the back here so you can still use the iron sights, which is nice. But you'll notice that it does have a pick rail on top, so you can actually just mount a red dot on there. So what's cool about this, you'll notice it comes with these big old 32 round magazines.
Nice.
Standard 17 round 320 mags will fit as well. Anything between the standard 17 round all the way to these 32s. You notice that it does have a spare mag holder in the front. Legally speaking, because of the ATF, this is a handgun. This is a brace, not a stock. And this is a spare mag holder, not a vertical grip. So remember, the feds ask, this is a brace and this is a spare mag holder. This is a handgun. So what you have here, we do have a thumb safety right there. What's really cool about this guy, so we have our mag release right there, so I can push that and drop my main mag. Or, I'm gonna do this over the table. I have this button here, or right where my thumb is. If I push forward with that, boom, it drops both.
That's kind of cool.
So I can drop them both, release my empty, and then load in my spare one.
That's kind of sweet, dude.
Just like that.
That's pretty sweet. You gotta admit, that's a cool feature.
So boom, boom, ready to go. Also, so if I were to draw this, because they do make holsters for this. So if I were to come up with this, what I do right here, because I practice good gun safety and good trigger discipline, my finger's up here along the side. Right here where my finger's gonna drop, as I drop, there's a little lever right here, and if I push down on that lever, boom, so cool. Out comes the brace, pull in, and ready to go with this. These are awesome.
Yeah, I can tell, yeah.
These are a lot of fun to shoot too. So you can have the whole system ready to go just like that. You see I can bring it up and I can look through this little space right here and I can line up my irons perfectly well, just like that. I can also, if I had a red dot, I could bring it up and have a little bit more of a heads up shooting, which is a more preferable way I like to shoot. Some people don't like it, I like to do it, but it's right there. And yeah, you have a nice little PDW platform, which is great. This will work well in those nice Vertex bags that we just started carrying. This is the perfect size for something like that.
Hint.
Here we go. And yeah, so
nice.
Flux Raider, Legion from SIG.
All right, let's keep going. Got a few more pistols to show off.
We do. I'm going to jump on the Canik here real quick. So Canik has partnered with Terran Tactical. A lot of you may be familiar with Terran Tactical thanks to the John Wick movies because everything after the first one was all Terran guns. This right here, they've been doing this for a little bit. The one we had a bronze slide and a bronze magwell on it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I personally like this one more because it looks more like the way Taran does guns. You have this all black with the silver highlights and the bronze barrel. This is very much the way, again, if you've seen any John Wick movies, the Glocks that Taran does, the 2011s that Taran does, even their ARs and shotguns, this is kind of the color scheme, and it looks more like a Taran gun to me. You know, it's got a Taran Tactical logo on it. We've covered the bronze one in the past, so I'll be quick with this, but, you know, has all the updated features, you know, nice stippling, ambidextrous controls, cut slide, better barrel. They do have this compensator mounted on the front there. It's optic cut. It has fiber optic front sights. It has an upgraded trigger in it, upgraded controls, just kind of a mechanic 9 that's been completely done over by Taran Tactical. But I wanted to cover this one just because I really like the color scheme of this one, and this is something we just now started carrying in. We still do have the bronze one if you like the bronze, but I like this.
Speaking of cool color schemes, you've got a couple here that really look beautiful.
Yes. So we've touched a little bit on in the past. Kimber has started also making 2011s. Like we said, that's kind of the trend right now. Yeah. Everyone's really getting into it. I wanted to highlight just one more time because we're getting new SKUs in for the 2K11, as Kimber calls it. Both of these here are 9mm, but I will remind everyone they do offer these in 9 and 45. We do have both. Some of these I have in both calibers. Some of these I only have one caliber. I've got a whole shelf over on the far corner over there. You guys come in, you can see all the 2K11s we have and see what kind of suits your fancy. But I wanted to show off at least these two today. This one turns a lot of heads. This is probably one of the prettiest ones they make. This is the full-size 5-inch slide. This is a 9mm. This comes with a 17-round mag and two 20-round mags. A complaint I've had for Kimber as a company for a very long time is their guns always come with one magazine, and that upsets me and makes me very mad. I shouldn't have to buy more mags. This comes with 3 mags, and they made me happy. They also made me happy because it's optic ready. So this is set up. This is set up for RMR footprint. It has this really nice, almost like rose-colored bronze slide, plus the controls, your mag well, and your trigger here.
I like that trigger. That trigger looks cool too.
Your triggers are nice on these. The fluted barrel is very nice. If you do just run irons, it does have a fiber optic front sight on here. That slide is very smooth. I like that. Present, and I'll try the trigger. Yeah, pretty good trigger on there too. Present one more time. Boom. Yeah, okay. I like it. I also, small little thing I do want to point out, they even crown the barrel here. So you'll see how it kind of flutes out and then matches the profile of the front of the slide. I like that. Small little detail, but nice that small little details like that pay attention.
I mean, the machining on this.
Oh, dude, yeah. These are downright pretty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, these are gorgeous.
I want to grab this because this is new. This is the Pro model. They just dropped the Pro model in a whole bunch of styles and colors. I've got at least 3 or 4 different ones over there. Come check them out. But the Pro model is, as you notice, is a shorter slide and a little shorter profile firearm. I really like the fluting they do here on the chamber of the barrel.
Once again, the machining on these Kimbers is just insane.
Phenomenal. I really like this. So this is kind of a gray Cerakote with the bronze finish here. The Pro grip module also is really cool. It looks cool, but it also feels very comfortable. Yeah, slides just as great on this one. Still have my 17-round mags. And present this. This one is a little more wieldy because it's a little smaller. So, you know, if you're trying to go for a quick draw, or I know guys that'll carry stuff like this. If you're one of those guys that carries a full-size 2011, you know, more power to you. This is going to be easier to carry than that, though. So yeah, I mean, easier to draw because of the shorter slide. And, you know, I've had opinions on Kimber over the years.
He has.
Yeah, they've knocked it out of the park with these. I am so genuinely impressed. Like, bravo to them on these.
Oh, these are pretty.
Yeah,
I mean, just if you just want to go with aesthetics, they're really pretty.
Dude, not only are they pretty, because Kimber's always been able to make a pretty gun. These things run. I have yet to hear someone that's been running one of these have any complaints about them. They did a genuinely good job. Hats off to them.
So there you go. Several models available, or several available of each, or just select?
Yeah, I've got a little bit of everything. I've got a few selections of everything, and then again for these, I have so many different styles and colors. You guys really got to come in and see what we have. Yeah, okay, for sure.
Well, there you have it. Another Live Fire Friday here at Shooters of Columbus. Anthony, as always, thank you very much. Appreciate it.